Hey everyone, this is Dana Silvestri, and today I'm excited to interview one of my recent successful clients, Chris. And Chris was able to go from letting fear control him and dictate his business, which led to him missing leads and clients, to having more faith, more confidence, and closing more deals. So, Chris, I just want to thank you for being here today.
Hey, good morning, Dana. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, I'm just going to ask you a few questions, Chris. So, why don't you start off with just tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of like what you do.
My name's Chris. I'm from a little place in Roswell, New Mexico. I'm a single father of two, and I just recently left the working world, the W-2, to focus on my career, my business as a real estate investor.
Amazing. I love that. And like, what was the big problem you were dealing with before joining the program?
After being in the working world for so long and running your own business, I lacked, I needed a different type of structure. I needed a different schedule. I needed a different discipline. So coming out of the working world and trying to run my own business, it's what I needed, something to focus on, setting goals.
Okay. So the big problem was really, again, like just having that structure, the mindset aspects, everything that comes with kind of doing your own thing, because it's really shifting, employee mindset to more of an entrepreneurial mindset, which is a big difference in regards to that.
Yeah.
So why did you want to like work with me specifically over, all the other people that are out there or other programs that are potentially available?
So I kind of stalked your Facebook page for a little while. I don't remember what it was called. What is it called? Your Facebook group, and I really liked what I saw was the ability to change your mind shift, to create a new you in a sense. Again, I was coming out of this world where you showed up to work and I had a boss and he kind of dictated whatever. And I had to learn how to do that on my own, 100%. So I learned really quick that I was going to need to change something, and I didn't know how I was going to do that. Along with that, there was a lot of positive energy that came from the page. We had a couple conversations, and I don't know if you remember the messages we sent back and forth. I really enjoyed that. So I took the leap, and it was a good one.
Yeah, man. No, I remember the messaging and all that stuff. Like we were actually in contact before you joined. Maybe it was a few months before even. And it was, I remember, because I remember I was actually looking at your page too. I was like, oh, this guy drives a motorcycle and all this stuff. That was pretty cool. So what do you love most about the program, and why do you think it's helped you achieve that progress?
I like the lessons. The lessons are really, it's not a 6-hour course every time you turn it on, which, for me, what was a plus. Most of them are about 45 minutes. Some of them a little longer, a little shorter, but they're kind of like bite-sized chunks, if you will. And the directions are pretty simple. One of the things I'm still learning about myself, but if you're willing to put in the work and take action, it's amazing what can be done. I forget how it goes. It's easy to do. It's also easy not to do. But if you're willing to take the steps and do them, it pays off.
Right. That's huge right there. And like, what were your results of implementing what we teach in the program in regards to, I know we talked about the faith, confidence, more deals and stuff like that. So tell me a little bit about kind of the results you had in that aspect.
Preparing to leave my job, I had already kind of been working my system, and then leaving my job, I didn't have any guidance. I didn't have any follow through. I wasn't taking the action I needed to. The program helped me create the steps or the action items that I would need to perform in order to see results. So I went from, several months prior to making contact with some leads, not really, nothing solid, hadn't closed anything really. And I just closed a deal this morning. I went under contract this morning. I closed the deal a few weeks back. So taking those steps, which the program kind of guided me to do, led to following through with my leads and closing deals.
It's awesome, man. And I know we had a conversation a few days ago about, when you first started to now, and how like you're a completely different person in ways, and how we agreed with that. So how's your life personally changed since getting these results? And it doesn't have to be like all these external things. Like how on the inside first, how has that changed?
So there's I don't remember if it was lesson 6 or lesson 5, but you really learn a lot about yourself, and you have to be willing to acknowledge and possibly let go and accept some things that might be hard. And that lesson was a tough one, but shortly after that, this burden or this stress, this thing that kind of prevented me from moving forward, it was lifted. And it's probably been about 3 or 4 weeks now, and I feel like a different person. So personally, there was a shift, there was a change. And I'd imagine here shortly, it's just going to I'm going to grow exponentially, and see some real results within my business. One of the first things I notice is when I'm doing better personally, it changes things business. Right. And that was huge. So I'm thankful for that. That was some good stuff there. It was hard. It was a hard pill to swallow and acknowledge. I mean, I probably shed a tear that day, but it's led to some good changes.
It's awesome. And it really is, it really is from the inside out. And with this type of program and stuff, it's a repeatable process, which is really beautiful. Like I always say, is so you can go through it again and everything like that. Where do you think you'd be right now today if you hadn't joined this program?
I'd probably be looking for a W-2. Closing those leads helped provide the funds to keep me going, because this is how I'm going to make my living now. I've been a landlord for 20 years. I'm venturing into this new way to invest in real estate, and it's keeping me going. So I'd be on the job hunt and filling out applications probably.
One decision can change your whole life. Remember, your decisions equal your destiny. I always talk about that. So imagine, someone's watching this right now, and, they're on the fence of booking a call to speak with me about if we can work together about a program. What would you say to them?
If you get into the program and there's this whole other world you're exposed to, energy and thoughts and actions, if you feel like, or there's something tugging at you and you want to change, or you're looking to change, and you need that little push or some guidance, take the plunge and do it. I learned, you got to be willing to take the action and put in the work, and it's not hard. But again, it's really easy to kind of just, sit by the wayside. But if you're willing to and you're ready, and you want to change, you're looking for a change, just do it. The course, the program, the information there is awesome. Dana's great. I was able to reach out a couple of times, and you didn't even know. I mean, I called you and I was like, I just need to release something to you. And I don't know if you remember, and you took the phone call, and I was like, hey, this is the biggest deal, and that I could potentially, and I'm talking to this guy, and I'm going to go, and you took the time within like 10 or 15 minutes. You were like, yeah, let's get on a call. And, to be able to share that with somebody at the moment was huge for me. So just do it.
It's the Nike slogan, just do it. even just have a phone call. Like that's the first step. And that's what it comes down to, like you said, is those steps for everything. But I appreciate it, Chris. So thanks everyone for tuning in. And thank you, Chris, for, letting me interview you. And if you're watching this right now and you're interested in working together, or you have questions about the program, definitely book a call with me. Reach out to me and we can have a chat. On this call, we're going to figure out a couple of things. What's your goal? What's holding you back? Getting clear on what you can do to fix that and where you're going. And I will talk to you, and we'll talk soon. And again, thanks. I appreciate you, Chris, so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dana.
It's just the beginning.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome.